What traditional fermented foods resemble vegan cheese? Imagine foods that have been around for centuries, quietly fermenting and developing flavors that might reminded you of cheese. You might be surprised to learn that some traditional fermented foods share qualities with vegan cheese, especially in texture, taste complexity, and probiotic benefits. Take tempeh, for example. This Indonesian favorite is made from cooked soybeans bound together by a beneficial fungus called Rhizopus oligosporus. It forms a firm, cake-like shape with a nutty flavor and a rich probiotic profile. While it is not cheese, its fermentation process and texture make it a flexible protein source that can be sliced or crumbled, similar to some vegan cheeses. Then there is miso, a Japanese fermented soybean paste. It has a deep umami flavor that results from fermentation with a mold called koji. Though it is a paste rather than a solid, miso adds savory, cheesy notes to dishes and can be used in homemade vegan cheese recipes or spreads. Its intense flavor helps mimic the richness of dairy cheese in plant-based cooking. Fermented cabbage dishes like sauerkraut and kimchi are also worth mentioning. These foods are rich in probiotics and have a tangy, sour flavor from lactic acid fermentation. While they do not resemble cheese in texture, their fermentation process and sharp taste are similar to the sour notes found in aged cheeses and some fermented vegan cheeses. Homemade vegan cheeses often draw inspiration from traditional fermentation techniques using nuts like cashews or almonds. When soaked and fermented with probiotic cultures or even kombucha, a fermented tea, these nuts develop tangy, umami flavors and creamy or sliceable textures. For example, fermenting soaked cashews with herbs and kombucha can produce a spreadable vegan cheese that tastes similar to dairy cheese. Sourdough bread is another example. It uses wild yeast and lactic acid bacteria for fermentation, creating a tangy flavor and chewy texture. While bread is not cheese, the fermentation process is similar and helps develop complex flavors in plant-based foods. Lastly, koji fermentation, a mold used in traditional Japanese processes, is increasingly applied to plant proteins. This method creates vegan cheese alternatives with creamy textures and rich flavors, mimicking the cheesiness of dairy products. In short, these traditional fermented foods and techniques serve as natural inspirations or direct ingredients for vegan cheese. They bring probiotic benefits, depth of flavor, and textures that can make plant-based cheese options more satisfying and similar to their dairy counterparts.